What's up, everybody? Welcome to Buzzworthy TV, and I'm your girl, Lady T. And today we are talking Real Housewives of Atlanta, y'all. Happy New Year! Did y'all miss me? Cause I missed y'all. It's been way too long. Before I get into the review, I want to really thank each and every one of you guys who commented on my video and gave me all that wonderful advice in regards to how I can improve my channel. I'm really excited about this upcoming year, personally and professionally, and I'm excited about, growing my channel and expanding my brand. So yeah, a lot of great things happening in the new year, and I can't wait to take you guys along for the ride. So anyway, let's get into this episode. I'm not going blow by blow because to me this episode was kind of mediocre, but I do have a couple of talking points. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so first off, I want to talk about Kenya and her dad. That relationship, to me, I like it. I like it because you see another side of Kenya. You get a chance to see a more vulnerable, a more human side to Kenya. Someone that's not always instigating or always ready to turn up for the camera. You got a vulnerable person who just wants a family connection, and you see that with her father visiting. Her father comes to visit. She wants to show him the house, and as the visit progresses, first of all, her father, oh my goodness, he shades her every chance he gets. She gave him a glass of water. He looking at that like it had some dirt or some spit in it. I was like, wow, you was kind of rude. But still in all, you can tell he do love her. That's just how he is. How some people, they kind of had his heart is steer, but at the end of the day, they are really genuinely lovely people. That's the vibe he gives me. Under all that, he's just a great guy. So anyway, they go see the house, Moore Manor. And man, he shaded the house so bad. He was he felt like they was going to drive into a ditch and all that. But anyway, as they were looking at the house, he explains to her that, he was hurt. When he moved the family to Houston, he was trying to get his entire family together. She up and ran off back to Detroit. And that really hurt his heart. And that's why he didn't talk to her for 5 years, because, he was stuck in his feelings. And I get it, because I went through a personal situation like that. I wasn't as young as Kenya, but yeah, when my mom and stepdad decided to move to North Carolina and I wanted to stay here in Detroit, yeah, I didn't go, and it hurt her heart. But you also got to remember who's the parent. My mama never stopped talking to me. Yeah, I knew I hurt her, and we talked about it, but I wanted to scream through the TV you the parent though. You can't be as immature as your child. They look up to you. So they look to you for guidance. They look to you on how to act and how to treat people. So him being in his feelings and not talking to her for years is probably the reason why she can hold on to grudges and cut people off and can't really connect with men. Because everybody is saying the same thing. She's beautiful. How come she ain't found a substantial relationship? Because she is. Let's not take nothing away from Kenya in the beauty department. She's very beautiful. And in a lot of ways, she's very smart. But seeing that whole situation play out, you're starting to understand why she has difficulty finding a man. And why sometimes she even has difficulty faltering just relationships and period. So anyway, let's move on to Todd and Phaedra. So last week, they were at Candy's video release party, which, by the way, people can make fun of Demetria and Candy's video, but I personally thought it was awesome. I know, y'all about to laugh at me y'all like that? You like that video? Yes, I liked the video. Better when I saw the full thing. When I saw it on the show, I thought it was trash. But once I found the video on YouTube and actually heard the song in its entirety, I do like it. So anyway, at the video premiere, Phaedra asked Todd to stop by the office so they can talk about this balance that he claimed that she owes him. So he arrives at her office and he has receipts. He says, look, you paid the first 2 payments, but as you can see, this last payment was not, you didn't pay this last payment. And she was like, well, that's because we didn't have a product. We didn't put out nothing. He was like, well, the video was ready to be put out. All you had to do was send me a pregnancy photo and give me my last payment, and it would have been out there. So she claims that once, she claims that, okay, if that's the issue, I'll send you a photo and then you'll get your money. But this is what I don't like. In the confessional, she's like, the video won't be ready until I say it's ready. So basically, she probably gonna hold off giving him that pregnancy photo so she don't gotta pay him. See, she's stalling again. Phaedra, you slick. You slick as a snake. And your true colors are definitely starting to show this season. And I was rooting for you. You starting to make me see why Kandi, is kind of distancing herself from you, for real. So anyway, speaking of Phaedra, we got Kandi and her crew at the Kandi Coated Factory. Kandi, Carmen, Don Juan, and Shamia. She comes in there and she basically wants to tell Kandi what happened. Because, Don Juan came in telling Kandi that basically Phaedra, Shamia, and Portia was talking crap about Todd and her. And Shamia wanted to tell her side of the story. And basically what she said was that, hey, we were leaving. Portia said there was no beef, but she had to handle this money situation with Todd. And Don Juan came in at the end of it, hearing Portia's end of the conversation. So they talk a little bit about Phaedra, but Portia, Don Juan was just going in on Portia, talking about she don't know where the Underground Railroad is at and this and that, and she's stupid. And I'm like, Don Juan, the only reason why you harping on Portia so much is because she wouldn't take your crap. Phaedra left you standing there looking stupid. She went on about her business. But Portia wasn't having that crap. And like she said, you was thirsty, you needed a drink of water, and you need a tampon because you was acting very bitch made, okay? And let me tell you why. I'm all for standing up for your friends. Because honestly, been there, done that. People used to call me when anything popped off because they know I had my friends back. But first of all, you can't go ham on somebody without knowing all the details. Wasn't nobody talking shit about nobody. Phaedra wasn't even talking shit about Todd. She was just saying like, hey, I gotta get the situation settled and blah blah split. And Portia was just, saying her little 2 cents, like, oh, y'all fell out about money. It wasn't like that. And the way he made it seem as though they was talking shit. And of course, Kandi is gonna be in her feelings because they trying to build, and she like, if we trying to build, why you standing talking crap? So I'm glad Shamia went in there and said her piece and told Kandi her side of the story. Well, anyway, this still leaves Kandi feeling some type of way about Portia because she's like, I've been riding for her. I gave her a role in my play. I promoted her single, Flatline, and blah blah blah, and all this stuff. So she feeling some type of way because she feels as though Portia has become Team Phaedra all of a sudden. And she was like, yeah, when I see her, I'm going to talk to her about it. So anyway, and then, Peter and Cynthia go out with Todd and Kandi. And, basically they talk more about the whole situation about Phaedra and the conversation that she had with Portia and Shamia. And then they go about talking about the whole restaurant thing. And, basically Cynthia was trying to tell her, like, look, you think you having a baby? If you open a restaurant, you'll be having 2 babies. And Peter and Cynthia kind of get into it because Peter thinks it's a good idea. And Cynthia's like, that's a huge commitment. Make sure you're ready for it. However the case. So then, let's move on to the meat of this whole episode. So, what's her name? Oh yeah, Cynthia has an event for her glasses line. she's doing this big thing where you get 50% off at her event when you buy glasses or whatever. And so everybody's there, and Portia knows that Candy is feeling some type of way, and she don't want to lose Candy's friendship. So she's like, hey, Candy, can I talk to you? This might not be the time, but if you want to step away in private. So they start to step away from everybody, and here come Don Juan and Carmen. I'm like, what are y'all doing there? She didn't ask for backup? Like, come on now. Like, that was doing a little too much for me. I got really irritated because I'm like, what are y'all really doing? Let them two talk. They're friends at the end of the day. Like, you said your piece. You gave her your side, okay? You didn't see Shamia going over there giving her side. She was gonna let them talk, and she was involved. So stop it. And Carmen, you weren't even there. Like, they was just doing too much, and it really irritated me. So, they come over there, and rightfully so, Portia. Sorry, all these P's. Portia is like, look, I can't. I want to talk to her. I didn't ask for the Candy click or whatever. So she gets ready to leave. And before she leaves, she's talking to Shamia and letting her know what happened. And she's standing outside talking to Shamia. Here comes Carmen in their conversation. I'm like, what are y'all? Like, Jesus. Like, I hope Candy don't hire security, because y'all security enough. Maybe she give y'all 2 checks in one. I don't know, because y'all doing the most. So anyway, after that, well, basically, before they can even talk everything out, I told you, Carmen and Don Juan came over there, and basically Portia was in her feelings, and Candy basically tells her, we're not friends, no, you don't got shit coming from me, nothing. And I just felt like that was so wrong, because Candy, you heard everybody else's side, but you didn't hear her side. So anyway, towards the end, after, Portia gets out of her feelings that she kind of got bum rushed with the Candy click, she calls Candy and asks could they meet face to face. So they go sit down to eat or whatever, and at first it becomes kind of like, real awkward. And, Candy looking at her phone, and, Portia just looking at her like, really? You just gonna look at your phone? So Portia opens up the line of discussion to say, you know what, I apologize if you think that I was talking crap about you, but it wasn't like that. And, blase split. And Candy is like, look, this is how I feel. I feel like, ever since you and Phaedra became cool, you've been Team Phaedra, and I thought we were friends too. And Portia lets her know we are friends, and maybe you're right, maybe I have been more there for her than you, because I feel like she needs me more. I've been where she is. And, Candy at this time is getting fed up, because she's starting to see that Phaedra continues to play the victim, and Candy's allowing her to play the victim. That's why she's been keeping her distance, because she don't want to throw her friend under the bus. Like, she's that loyal person. Like, she might not like what you're doing, but she ain't gonna throw you under the bus, and I can respect that. So that's why I think she's been kind of like not really messing with Phaedra, because Phaedra is on fake drug, because that's what I'm about to call her now, fake drug. His on being on some bullshit. So anyway, basically Candy's tired of hearing all this bullshit. So she tells her, look, you don't fall for the hype. And she tells her, look, she wanted him gone even before he left. She wasn't that sad, okay? I had to laugh, because Candy reminds me so much of myself, because I'm that type of person that I'm cool with everybody. I don't want no beef with you. Even if I'm upset with you, I just keep my distance. We can be cordial, but I ain't gonna be calling you all day, and I ain't gonna be doing this or that. But yeah. So all that extra stuff I don't do. But if you back me into a corner, I'm gonna let you know, and I'll put 20 on 10. And that's what Candy's doing. She's tired of Phaedra. Phaedra is doing everything in her power to present this image that Candy know is fake. So, she let her know, don't believe the hype. And so, I think Candy started to understand where Portia was coming from, and Portia, I think, a little bit is starting to see where Candy is coming from. So they agree to disagree, and Portia asked her, "Is there a way for me to get y'all where y'all used to be?" And Candy was like, "Not what we used to be, but like I think the way she left it open is like maybe we can be cool." But it'll never be the way it used to be. And I feel bad. I feel bad because they truly were friends. And I feel like reality TV and this Apollo situation has really ruined a true friendship. I done told my friends, look, if I ever get offered a reality show and they tell me, you got any friends that you think would be good for TV, I'm be like, nope. And I got a lot of friends that'd be good for TV. But I seen reality TV tear apart so many friends, so many, relationships and all that. And I felt bad because even after that, Candy took to Instagram last night and just said, look, no shade, but she was like, this is the problem with reality TV. When you trying to work through something and you think you passed something, and then you watching this, a couple of months later, it gets you riled up. Because she got riled up because of what Phaedra said in that confessional, talking about, Todd looking under couches for money, and because maybe the allowance that Candy gives him is not enough. That's why, he basically begging for the money that you owe him. I'm like, why would you make that accusation like he just out here broke, talking about, he looking at the couches for spare change, maybe because, his LA projects have dried up. And I'm like, that is so rude. You don't talk about a friend's husband like that. So when she saw that last night, she went on Twitter and was like, wait a minute, Instagram, like my husband has 3 successful shows in production on 3 different networks. And, one thing is we talk crap about each other all the time, but I'm not going to let nobody discredit my husband. He's great at what he's doing. I'm like, wow. Now, she mad all over again because of all this stuff that she done seen on reality TV. So it's just like, it's kind of sad. And I blame a little bit of reality TV, but I blame Phaedra too. Because Phaedra didn't have to say any of that in her confessional. I don't care if it was twisted. Even if you didn't have no right to fix your mouth to say any of that for them to manipulate it. So you get no passes with me on that, Phaedra. So I'm glad Candy spoke up on Instagram. And if y'all never ever get back to the way y'all were, that's your fault because you lost a good friend. Anyway, y'all, that is my little Real Housewives of Atlanta recap. I will be back for Love and Hip Hop. And till next time, y'all, peace. Ooh, peace and love.